A last-minute ruling takes a family who fled persecution in their country from despair to hope. What's next as they try to prove that sending their father back is a death sentence?
The shoppers left uneasy after a man is caught spying on women in the dressing room.
I should feel safe in a dressing room, have my mind on my purchases, and not on the perverts that are out there.
What deputies say they found after reviewing surveillance video.
But we begin with new developments surrounding a father who fled persecution from the Republic of Congo.
He was just hours away from deportation, but tonight we know that won't happen, at least not yet. Our 10 News reporter Lauren Davis just talked with his family, and Lauren, they must be thrilled tonight.
Yeah, they held a rally here yesterday, and they think that that may have helped. They went from thinking their father was going to die in the next few days to thinking he can now survive for a couple of months at least. And now they begin their fight to bring him home permanently. Through an interpreter, Annie Kapongo describes a harrowing escape from Africa.
And they raped me, and during that rape, I lost my baby of 4 months.
Her family nearly drowned on their way to America, and she says what they faced here is terrible.
They separated me from my husband more than a year ago.
A judge here ruled she and her children could stay, but her husband, Constantine Bakala, was sent to Georgia, where he faced a judge who is known to be hard on asylum seekers. He ordered Bakala be deported.
So if he returns, he's going to be killed.
So today, she, along with her 7 children and church members from St. Luke's Episcopal Church in North Park, called out for help.
No, it's much more. 488 signatures.
We are doing all that we can to tell ICE that this is not a priority deportation. He is not a burden on the state. He is not a threat.
Their oldest daughter, Marie Bakala, who helps with the other children, was there begging for support.
I need my father back. He's a very good person. He's very kind.
Congressman Juan Vargas was helpful in getting his first deportation date delayed, but that runs out tomorrow. They've petitioned the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, but time is running out.
We believe that if Constantine is deported tomorrow, that he'll be murdered. And so it really feels like a matter of life and death for us right now.
Now that was a story from yesterday, but today the Board of Appeals did rule that he can stay in the country at least for a few months. Now he will go back to his deportation facility in Alabama where he'll wait that verdict. The family says they plan on going to visit him soon. Reporting live from downtown, Lauren Davis, 10 News.
Lauren, thank you for the update. All right, get ready, San Diego. The rain returns this weekend. Our Pinpoint weather anchor, Jen Dela Cruz, joins us now. That rain's going to start falling, you say, overnight.
Overnight, so it'll be okay for your Friday night plans. It's not until after midnight that we're going to start to see some moisture, and best chance is going to be through about 5 a.m. But even increasing more so 7 o'clock to 9 a.m. Those showers becoming more widespread and moderate at times. We're not anticipating any heavy rainfall here, but a big system pushing into northern California, tapping into an atmospheric river yet again, giving us this rain chance for the next 2 days. So for Saturday, we'll wake up to some scattered showers, and that'll continue all the way through Sunday. A wind advisory for East County. The bulk of the rain will be here before 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, with light showers lingering into Sunday. Mostly cloudy conditions, still pretty breezy out there in East County. Rain chances for tomorrow across the board, looking pretty good, so make sure you're holding on to that umbrella. We're certainly going to see some showers waking up tomorrow morning, lingering through the afternoon into overnight and all the way through Sunday. And that's not the only chance of rain I'm tracking. I have all your forecast totals coming up in your 7-day forecast.
All right, Jen, thank you. Don't get caught unprepared this weekend. Download the free 10 News mobile app to stay on top of the forecast and see radar of exactly where the rain is falling.
And deputies tonight want to talk to this man. He was last spotted inside a Goodwill store in the East County. 10 News reporter Michael Chen reveals the startling sight that one woman encountered inside a dressing room.
A shopping trip at the Goodwill suddenly turned scary after the appearance of a phone somewhere where it shouldn't be.
It makes me really concerned.
Taylor Herway is a frequent shopper at this Goodwill store on Alpine Boulevard.
It's deplorable.
It unfolded weeks ago on a Saturday afternoon. A woman we'll call Amy says she was trying on some clothes in the dressing room. She tells us she looked down and saw a phone camera staring up at her. In a written statement, she says, "By the time I noticed, he quickly removed his phone. As I opened the door, he walked away." By the time she put on her clothes and reported it to employees, he was gone. Detectives identifying this man as a person of interest. According to Amy, deputies reviewed surveillance video and determined a man appeared to sneak his phone under the stall several times before he was finally noticed. Amy describing it as a shock to me. She felt even more violated.
That's a violation physically, but it's mentally and spiritually, everything. You know, that you're going against somebody's personal space that wasn't invited.
Investigators say they do not know of any similar incidents at this or other local Goodwills.
A little more scared.
Herway says she now plans to be a little more cautious and watchful, and that upsets her.
I should feel safe in a dressing room, have my mind on my purchases, and not on the perverts that are out there.
Michael Chen, 10 News.
Deputies say the person of interest may be driving a silver or gray Honda. Anyone with information is asked to call the Alpine Sheriff's Substation.
Today, a prosecutor argued that a man was, quote, loading up for war during a Claremont SWAT standoff more than 2 years ago. Hayden Gerson is on trial accused of shooting at 2 police snipers in December of 2016. He's also charged with punching an officer and choking a 4th and a police K-9. He could spend life in prison if convicted. During opening statements today, Gerson's defense attorney argued that his client was suffering that night and had delusions because of excessive force by police.
The woman accused of killing a driver in a wrong-way DUI crash a year ago will stand trial. A judge ordered Lauren Freeman to trial today after prosecutors presented evidence this week. CHP initially believed Justin Callahan caused the crash on February 26 last year, but after investigating said Freeman was at fault. Callahan died in the crash. Freeman will be arraigned on second-degree murder charges later this month.
Police are investigating a mysterious murder that shocked neighbors in San Diego's Bay Terraces neighborhood. Police identified the victim short time ago as 19-year-old Isaiah Garcia. A neighbor found him lying on the sidewalk around midnight. His first thought was that Garcia was just sleeping, but then took a closer look and realized that he was dead. Police arrived and they shut down the area to investigate. They say that he was shot to death.
It's sad because we've been here for 40-some years and nothing like this has ever happened.
And there is no description of the shooter. Police are asking anyone with helpful information or surveillance video to now come forward.
Sheriff's deputies detained 2 men who may have robbed an East County pizzeria this afternoon. Deputies say the men used a gun to hold up Giant Pizza King in Spring Valley about 1:30. The men did not get any cash from the register, but they ran off with a wallet and cell phone. Deputies searched the neighborhood and found 2 men matching the suspect descriptions before taking them into custody.
And Justin, the Oakland teachers' strike has ended, at least for now. Here's some video of the demonstrating that took place. The teachers have reached a tentative deal for a raise. The deal comes after a 7-day walkout. The teachers' union announced that they've won everything they demanded: higher pay, smaller classes, and more resources. Teachers are expected to return to the classroom on Monday. In the Live Center, Jennifer Kastner, 10 News.
Jen, thank you. Even though San Diego State has picked the contractor to build the new San Diego State West Stadium, it's still negotiating with the city to actually buy the land. Mayor Faulkner and the school today said that they are making progress on those negotiations. There are still a number of steps to take before each side begins discussing a possible sale price.
The San Diego Humane Society is offering $1,000 to anyone who knows who neglected and abandoned a dog near Escondido. The dog, a 2-year-old pit bull mix, was extremely emaciated when a Good Samaritan found him in a Brandy Canyon. While the dog is being treated for dehydration and sores to his hips and knees, the Humane Society is investigating the case as animal cruelty.
Students at the Art Institute of California, San Diego, say that they are worried they might not be able to finish their degrees. The school's federal funding is in jeopardy after the Department of Education decided to stop giving financial aid to its parent company. So the school sent a letter to students saying that it was working with accreditors and regulators to figure out the best solutions, but that is little comfort for some.
I would have to use the remaining of my GI Bill, which won't be enough for me to finish my degree. Or my other option is I'd have to do a renewal process with the VA, which would pretty much eliminate all the credits and all the time I put in over the past 3 years.
And the Art Institute says any options they are considering for current students will be sent to them by next week.